Greetings everyone, I'm making a video about the traditional view on human consciousness. Why? It is because there is, other traditional view on human consciousness. It is a Hindu belief in chakra. And Buddhists, accept this belief, and they, explain people that, thanks to this chakra wheels, human consciousness is working. But there is, of course, different traditional view on human consciousness. And this is video number 7. And in number 1, we talked about the human heart. It is because you can replace word consciousness with the word heart. Number 2, it was idea of blood and the things that we don't control, that is inside our blood and genes. And number 3 is about the heart is pumping the blood and making us feel God. And this is water is doing papa and thing. It is something that is related with inspiration. And number 4, we talked about the mother, and of course mother is very important. Some may say that mother is not so important. And of course the motherland is important, mother language, mother tongue is important. And number 5, we talked about the nutrients inside our blood, and I guess the humans use almost all elements. Number 5, you need to build a human body, and it's number 5 stands for dragon, and number 5 stands for these elements. So number 6, we talked about the time, and we are not gods, so we need time to build something. We don't do things like so. We need time, and somehow there is a human body is created within 9 months, not in a 5, not in a 6, but in a 9 months. So this is going to be number 7, and this number 7 is going to be about the bones. Why bones? If you are going to build something, you have this building block, nutrients, you have this blood, and you have this heart. You need to build something that is called a framework, or this structure, bone. And when you are building a Mongol gear, you need to build something that is called Yas mode. This means bone wood or bone tree, or it's simply a framework, and you will build this bone-like structure and cover it with a felt. So all these inner organs and muscles and veins and etc. are going to sit on this base that is called bone. And Mongol name for bone is YASS. And you notice that I'm making this talk related with the Asian zodiac. It is because this is very important. This placement of animals and ideas. And this number 7 is a horse, and same time number 7 is related with number 1. I mean, when you are thinking about the number 7, you think about the light, you think about the 7 colors of rainbow. It means you can divide number 1 or light into 7 colors. And somehow in the number 1 there is a mouse. Many people don't understand why there is a mouse and why people, this mouse vomits. I mean, here in Mongolia, this mouse vomits. The mouse is called white, and it vomits. Why mouse vomits? Of course, there's many explanations. The most important explanation, most logical explanation is that mouse goes outside. Like number 7 is all about going outside, and mouse brings crop in its mouth and vomits it in his home. So this mouse going outside, bringing food and vomiting is somehow related with the number 7 going outside. And when you ask people who is number 1, religious people will answer that number 1 is going to be God. But when you ask this question, like who is number one in your family. People will point that number one in my family is the head of family. It is my father, or it's going to be some great grandfather or something like that. So this number one and same time number 7 stands for father. And horse, for nomads, horse is like everything. Here in Mongolia, horse brings, everything. Horse is the spirit that controls the inner time of a human body, and this horse stands for physical strength. And when your inner time says that it is a time to eat, it is the time to sleep, you are going to sleep, you are going to eat. So this horse, spirit is believed to be the guardian of inner time. And when your inner time is broken, when you can't have enough sleep, you're going to die. I mean, when you lose your physical strength, you are going to die. And also this horse is something that is related to going forward. And when two people are traveling and one person asks the another, can you stand up, can you go forward? If the person is tired and hungry, the person will say that I need to rest, I need to rebuild my physical strength, I'm sorry, I can't go, something like that. So this horse is very important. And so why this horse is related with the bone? What is the physical strength? When you're talking about the physical strength, you also must talk about the food. If you have a food, you will have a physical strength. Also, if you have these muscles, you are going to have a physical strength. So horse has this lot of muscles. Horse is a strong beast, but it's not. We talked about the flesh as a symbol of mother, and bone is going to be a symbol of father. And the duty of a father is to make this child to ride a horse. I mean, fathers teach their sons how to ride a horse. And you can have big muscles, but if you're having a problem with your bones, if you're having a weak bone structure, if your bones are easily broken, you can't say that you have a physical strength. And here in Mongolia, the drink that is related with the physical strength is horse milk. If you're drinking horse milk when you're young a lot, you're going to become a strong man, you are going to become a wrestler. So this horse is somehow related with the bone. And the Mongol name for bone is YASS. Word YASS is very important for Turkic and Mongolian people. Why? Word YASS means, here in Mongolia, means correct, right, and complete. When you say unik yashi or unik yaktakhi, means this you must do it correctly. Why bone is something that is related to being correct? It is because these bones sit on each other correctly. I mean, these joints work correctly, something like that. When your leg joints and finger joints working correctly, you can walk correctly. You will not swing, and this is all about this. So the word yasa means in the Turkic it's an order, and the law of Genghis Khan was called YASAN, and here in Mongolia we call it zasak. Meaning to correct or to rule. And this number 7 is a horse of chaos, and there is a rule of Irlik Khan. And rule of Irlik Khan, or this ruler of underworld, is if you're having physical strength, if you're a strong beast, you will survive another day. You are not going to die. Imagine yourself being a bunny and some wolf is chasing you. If your physical strength goes, you are going to die. So this law of nature is a little bit cruel, and your gods are not going to help you when you meet a bear. You see a bear is want to kick your ass. You have your muscles and bones, and you are going to fight this bear with a fair fight. And this is a law of nature. This is a law of this dude. Well, that's pretty much for today, and thanks for watching.